shadow is not about becoming a worse version of ourselves, but about becoming more whole. It is about acknowledging the full spectrum of our humanity, the light and the dark, the good and the bad. When we deny our shadow, we cut ourselves off from a vital part of who we are. We limit our potential for growth, creativity, and authentic connection. To live a truly fulfilling life, we must learn to befriend our shadow, to integrate it into our conscious awareness. The shadow is not just a repository for our unwanted traits, it also holds immense potential for growth and transformation. Within the shadow lie our hidden talents, our suppressed passions, our deepest desires. By embracing our shadow, we unlock these hidden treasures and tap into our full potential. Our shadow challenges us to confront our limitations and step outside of our comfort zones. It pushes us to grow, to evolve, to become more than we ever thought possible. For example, a person who has always been shy and reserved might discover a hidden talent for public speaking once they confront their fear of judgment. A person who has suppressed their creativity might find a renewed sense of purpose and joy when they allow themselves to explore their artistic side. The shadow is also the source of our intuition, our creativity, and our connection to something greater than ourselves. By integrating our shadow, we gain access to a deeper level of wisdom and understanding. Confronting our shadow is not about condoning or indulging in our negative impulses. It is about bringing them into the light of consciousness, where we can understand and transform them. It is about recognizing that our shadow is a part of us, but it does not define us. This process of integration is not easy. It requires courage, compassion, and a willingness to face our deepest fears. But the rewards are immeasurable. By embracing our shadow, we free ourselves from the chains of denial and step into the fullness of who we are meant to be. Imagine a mosaic, a work of art made from countless fragments of colored glass. Each piece on its own may seem insignificant, but when assembled together, they create a beautiful and intricate whole. This is the essence of the integrated self. When we embrace our shadow, we gather those fragmented pieces of ourselves. We acknowledge the good and the bad, the light and the dark. We stop judging ourselves so harshly and start accepting ourselves for who we truly are. This integration does not erase our shadow. It simply allows us to relate to it differently. We no longer fear it or try to suppress it. Instead, we learn to listen to its messages and understand its wisdom. The integrated self is not a finished product. It is an ongoing process of self-discovery and growth. As we evolve, so too does our shadow. New challenges arise and new aspects of ourselves emerge from the depths. This constant evolution is what makes life interesting and meaningful. Acceptance is the key to integrating our shadow. When we accept our shadow, we stop fighting against ourselves. We stop trying to be someone we are not. This acceptance brings a sense of peace and wholeness. Self-acceptance is not about condoning negative behavior. It is about recognizing that we are all imperfect beings, capable of both great and terrible things. It is about extending the same compassion and understanding to ourselves that we would offer to a loved one. When we accept our shadow, we free up an enormous amount of energy that was previously spent on denial and repression. This energy can then be channeled into more creative and fulfilling pursuits. Moreover, self-acceptance allows us to connect with others on a deeper level. When we are comfortable with our own shadow, we are less likely to judge others for theirs. We become more tolerant, compassionate, and forgiving. Life is a dance between light and shadow. There is no escaping either one. To live a full and meaningful life, we must embrace both. Our shadow is not our enemy, but our partner in this dance. The shadow challenges us to grow, to evolve, to become more than we thought possible. It pushes us outside our comfort zones and forces us to confront our limitations. This process can be uncomfortable, even painful at times, but it is through this discomfort that we discover our true strength and resilience. The shadow also helps us to appreciate the light. Just as we cannot fully appreciate the beauty of a sunny day without experiencing the darkness of night, we cannot fully appreciate our own goodness without acknowledging our capacity for darkness. By integrating our shadow, we bring balance to our lives. We become more whole, more complete, more fully human.
Healer reminds us that even in the darkest of times, there's always hope for healing and renewal. They teach us the importance of compassion, forgiveness, and the incredible power of the human spirit to overcome adversity. They're like the glue that holds everything together, the light in the darkness. They're the ones who remind us that even when things seem hopeless, there's always a reason to keep fighting for a brighter tomorrow. Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Mr. Beast, and we're back with Book Of to break down the next type of chosen one, the Sage. These guys are like the walking, talking encyclopedias of the chosen one world. They've spent years, decades, sometimes even centuries just soaking up knowledge. And the best part? They actually want to share all that knowledge with anyone who's willing to listen. They're not about hoarding information, they're all about spreading wisdom and guidance. Think of them like Yoda, but maybe with less cryptic riddles and a bit more social media presence. So how do you spot a sage in the wild? It's not always easy, but there are telltale signs. Well, they're usually the ones with a calm, collected aura, even amidst chaos. They seem to glide through the noise and confusion, untouched by the surrounding turmoil. You know, the ones who can break down complex ideas into something everyone understands. They have a unique gift for making the complicated seem simple, and the abstract feel tangible. They're the voice of reason, the steady hand on your shoulder when everything seems uncertain. In times of doubt, their guidance feels like a beacon of light, showing the way forward. But don't mistake their calmness for weakness. Their serenity is a sign of inner strength and resilience. Sages are some of the most determined and strong-willed chosen ones out there. They face adversity head-on, never wavering in their beliefs. They have to be to stand by their convictions and share their wisdom, even when others might doubt them. Their confidence is unwavering and their wisdom is timeless. Their divine purpose is to help us all reach our full potential, to see the world with clarity and understanding. They illuminate the path to self-discovery and personal growth. They're not here to tell us what to think, but to teach us how to think for ourselves. They encourage us to question, to explore, and to find our own truths. And that's a superpower we could all use a little more of, right? In a world full of noise, the ability to think critically is invaluable. Alright guys, it's Mr. Beast, back again with Book Of. And you know we had to turn up the intensity for this one. We're talking about the warrior, the chosen ones who are always ready to throw down for what's right. These are your knights in shining armor, your superheroes without capes. Well, maybe some have capes, who knows. Warriors are born from conflict, molded by challenges, and fueled by an unyielding sense of justice. They train hard, fight harder, and never back down from a challenge. They're the first ones into battle and the last ones standing. Now, being a warrior isn't just about physical strength, it's also about mental fortitude. These chosen ones have seen things, experienced loss, and faced fear head-on. But through it all, they've emerged stronger, more resilient, and even more determined to fight for what's right. They inspire courage in others, rallying those around them to stand up for what they believe in. They're not afraid to be the first line of defense, putting their lives on the line to protect others. Their unwavering bravery is a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of courage and determination. They remind us that even in the darkest of times, there are those who will fight for the light. What's up everybody? Mr. Beast here, back with Book Of. Today we're going to talk about a chosen one that hits close to home for me, the Protector. These are the selfless heroes who dedicate their lives to safeguarding others, putting themselves in harm's way without a second thought. Protectors are driven by an unyielding sense of responsibility for those under their care. Whether it's their family, their community, or even the entire world, they will stop at nothing to ensure the safety and well-being of others. They are the guardians, the sentinels, the unwavering shields against any threat.